You're stressing then that self-consciousness about language, in fact, goes back quite a long way in philosophy, probably further than it does in the arts, in poetry and so on. Now, what were the specifically philosophical developments that brought it to a head in this century in the way that it...
Right. Well, now that is a marvelously complicated subject. Let me pick out a couple of strands in that. First of all, there's a historical development. Descartes, over 3 centuries ago, asked this basic question in philosophy: what is knowledge? How is knowledge possible? And I think if you take that question very seriously, and we have in philosophy, that has been the central question for the centuries after Descartes, eventually that leads you to what will, I think, almost inevitably seem a more fundamental question, namely, how does our mind represent the world at all? The question of what is meaning has come to seem prior to the question, what is knowledge? And there's certain specific historical features that led to that. Particularly, I would say, the work of Frege in the 19th century, the German philosopher and mathematician, and the work of Russell in the early 20th century. And both of them were engaged in an investigation of the foundations of mathematics and the nature of mathematical knowledge, and they were led to develop certain theories about the nature of linguistic representation. In order to answer questions about the nature of mathematics and what goes on in mathematical statements, they were led to fundamental questions about the nature of statement making.